Alan Tudyk has finally revealed when Resident Alien Season 4 is expected to air, and I'm so relieved by the announcement from the sci-fi dramdis leading man. Resident Alien Season 3's ending came with a few big cliffhanger, so it'll be great to see where those storylines are headed. Although Resident Alien Season 4's cast is only set to wrap shooting at the end of March, Tudyk's statement makes me optimistic about when the new episodes will be available to watch. As well as continuing his acting and producing duties, Tudyk will also snag a rare directing credit in Resident Alien Season 4. It remains to be seen just how different or similar the show will be after its jump from SYFY to USA Network, but the return of so many key figures leads me to believe there will be a good level of consistency. However, Resident Alien Season 4's predicted release window should hopefully sidestep one of the previous run's biggest downsides. Resident Alien Season 4 won't take 2 years to arrive like Season 3 did. Tudyk and Wetterlund have announced the show should return before the end of 2025. The Direct reports Tudyk stated at Fan Expo Vancouver 2025 that Resident Alien Season 4 should arrive before the end of 2025. Tudyk's co-star, Alice Wetterlund, who plays Darcy Bloom, made it especially clear that this was the plan. Wetterlund even went as far as to say that USA Network is speeding things along to make that deadline. If all goes to plan, this means there will have been roughly 18 months between the end of Resident Alien Season 3 and the start of Season 4. This may seem like a long time, but it's actually an improvement. Delays related to the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in a 2-year wait after Resident Alien Season 2's ending. Admittedly, this was a little out of the show's control, but it's still great news that there won't be quite so long of a delay this time around. Due to the threat of cancellation and the behind-the-scenes changes that needed to happen in order for the show to move networks, it was always possible that another 2-year wait could have been on the cards. Thankfully, this doesn't seem to be the case. I hope the new season fixes another problem with Resident Alien's last outing. Resident Alien Season 3's reduced episode count hurt the show. Although I still enjoyed Resident Alien Season 3, I found it to be weaker than the previous 2 installments. That said, there were factors to explain this. Firstly, there were only 8 episodes in Season 3. After Season 1's 10-episode count jumped to 16 for Season 2, Season 3's tally was a huge disappointment. Showrunner Chris Sheridan has confirmed that the original order was for 12 episodes, but SYFY slashed this by 4 at the last minute. While Resident Alien Season 3's final 2 episodes were great, the build-up to the big finale felt a bit rushed. So, I really hope Sheridan isn't limited once again by such a restrictive number of episodes. The show's most recent finale made it clear that Resident Alien Season 4 is shaping up to be an action-packed adventure that also delves into some of the more subtle nuances of the various characters. At the very least, I want 10 episodes, like the show's inaugural run, but I'm convinced Resident Alien Season 4 needs even more than that to live up to its potential. Will Resident Alien Season 4 be the final season? Resident Alien Season 5 isn't confirmed, but it remains a possibility. Resident Alien is about as popular as it has ever been. Season 3's largely positive reception made sure the established fan base stuck around, but the arrival of the first 2 runs on Netflix just ahead of the Season 3's premiere raised Resident Alien's profile even more. Before then, the show could only be viewed on SYFY, and then on Peacock. So, it would stand to reason that USA Network would want to roll out its new acquisition as many times as possible, as long as the ratings continue to justify the production costs. There's been no official word either way on whether Resident Alien will end after Season 4. A huge factor is probably how the upcoming batch of episodes performs, which will certainly influence USA Network's decision to renew or cancel the sci-fi dramedy. If the story continues to be as hilarious and compelling as it has been so far, there's no reason why Resident Alien Season 4 needs to be the end, and it could continue for multiple seasons beyond 2025.